KMBC-TV, Kansas City. Thanks, Kansas City, for making us #1. This is KMBC 9 News at 6. Coverage you can count on.
I was frustrated, very frustrated. They had my email address. They could have emailed me sooner telling me that they couldn't guarantee delivery.
A lot of frustration for online Christmas shoppers at one of the biggest toy companies.
Good evening, everyone. If you're waiting for that delivery you ordered online, don't hold your breath.
One of the nation's biggest toy companies, Toys R Us, is telling some customers their orders won't make it in time for Christmas.
Michael Mahoney standing by live with details of what happened, Michael.
Larry, here's the story. Earlier this week, Toys R Us started sending out emails like this, advising some of their customers that ordered items from the computer online that the company is swamped and that not everybody is going to be getting all their Christmas gifts on time, even though some folks have ordered them as long as 2 weeks ago. On the company webpage, the mascot and a Christmas wreath breaks the news. Emails are going out saying the company is unable to guarantee delivery before Christmas Eve.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. But everything was confirmed as the orders were put in, and it should be, I was hoping it would have been here yesterday.
The problem is not the website, according to Jeff Armstrong of Marketing.com, an internet advertising agency.
The situation I see is with having the organization ready to receive those orders.
In other words, too many orders, too little time. To try and compensate, the company is offering $100 coupons to the Christmas customers caught in the computer crunch. But experts have watched the company struggle all fall with internet shopping. However, they are not alone.
Well, I ordered some toys from Amazon.com on December 5th, and I am still waiting.
In fact, she was at Toys R Us today in person buying backup gifts. And what about Ken Cawthon, whose wife ordered from their website last Sunday?
It's not too bad. I mean, you know, it's going to be like a late birthday kind of present, you know, late birthday, late Christmas.
Cawthon was last seen walking into the toy store, phone in hand, probably calling his wife. Now, the big question is, how do you know if you're on this troubled list of Toys R Us? Well, check your email. If you've got something from the board of the directors and the chairman of the board, then you're probably not going to have a Merry Christmas. In any event, the company says it is still trying to do all it can to ship as much as it can, as fast as it can, but they acknowledge they're not going to make everybody happy. That's the latest. Back to you.
Now, Michael, what if at this late date people no longer want the gifts? Are they basically stuck with them anyway?
No, they're not, Lori. When the company is saying that when those gifts get there, if they get here after Christmas, the customer has the right to refuse them. They can send them back, and the company will, excuse me, and the company will credit their credit card on that charge.
Michael Mahoney, thank you very much.
So with Christmas Day falling on a Saturday, what are your chances of getting a delivery? If your package was shipped through the U.S. Postal Service using express mail, they will deliver on Christmas Day. However, if it's shipped through Federal Express, you're going to have to wait until Monday or later for that delivery. The same for UPS. They will not deliver on Saturday. A warning tonight from the FBI. It's telling Americans to be careful with packages coming from Frankfurt, Germany, because of tips that someone could send a bomb from there to the U.S. As KMBC 9's Natalie Moultrie reports, local postal workers are already on alert for suspicious packages.
Postal workers at the new Kansas City Process and Distribution Center handle more than 6 million pieces of mail a day this time of year.
We've got to send it back.
But plant manager James Gonzalez says they're not just shuffling the packages through the system.
Every postal employee will be on the lookout in case there is any threat.
Signs remind workers about that threat at all times and how to spot a suspicious package.
At any time, any employee can walk up to any package if they see anything that they suspect, whether it's a cookie package or anything, they can identify any supervisor, inform the proper authority, and we'll take appropriate action.
Appropriate action means calling in postal inspectors.
There's your booster device, which would be your explosive.
They're trained to find out if a package is truly a threat. One of their tools, this special X-ray camera.
This is the image that an inspector would look at to determine whether or not there's an operating explosive device.
With the camera and other safety measures in place, postal inspectors say they're not overly concerned about new threats of bombs sent through the mail. Though the Postal Service is on a heightened state of alert, its safety precautions as usual. Natalie Moultrie, KMBC 9 News.
The Postal Service says all packages coming into the country are screened first by customs and postal inspectors when they enter the country. Now, if you are expecting a package from Frankfurt, Germany, they say don't worry, there should not be any delays.
This, of course, is the season for traveling, people coming and heading out for the holidays.
KCI Airport, a very busy place at this hour, and that's where Brenda Washington is live.
Brenda, what's it been like out there?
Tell you, pick a word: busy, bustling, hectic, extremely busy. That's how you can describe KCI right now. Just a few moments ago, we had, probably a couple of hundred people standing here getting their bags. A plane had just arrived from San Diego, and those people were among the thousands coming and going for the holidays. I'm telling you, this place has been like a miniature city all day long, and it will be all evening, making this the second busiest travel holiday after Thanksgiving. Now, earlier today, we spotted a family that has a very unique way of meeting relatives here at the airport.
We were dressed up as munchkins.
Yeah.
For 25 years, the Murray family of Kansas City has been greeting other relatives flying in for the holidays wearing costumes. Today, Brenda Murray is dressed as an aging movie star.
Are you Sherry Riggs? What are you doing here?
To meet her sister Sherry Riggs, who's arriving from California.
I had this feeling. I had this feeling.
Do you like her outfit? Why dress in costume when it's not Halloween?
To laugh and to keep the happiness in the family. And that's the way we do it. Because we are a fun family. And we live so far away from each other that it's just different. Instead of just getting off the plane looking like normal.
Now, I'm told that family's very happy to have everyone here at home. It's the first time in 15 years all the kids have been together for Christmas. Now, if you're traveling, some things to remember. You've heard this before. Arrive to the airport anywhere from 90 minutes to 2 hours early. Have your photo ID ready, and do not leave your bags unattended. Back to you guys.
There'll be a lot of memorable reunions this weekend.
Yes.
Thanks, Brenda.
Oh, yes. Well, if you're hitting the roads for the holidays, the Missouri Department of Transportation says your ride should be hassle-free heading out. They do, however, point out 3 locations where you may find a bit of a slowdown. Eastbound and westbound traffic on the Lewis and Clark Viaduct is restricted to 1 lane. I-670, a good detour. 210 Highway near Missouri City is also under construction. And watch for detours on 50 Highway in Lee Summit at Todd George Road. I-55 in South St. Louis County may become the battleground of signs, and the spot where the Ku Klux Klan planted their Adopt a Mile sign before it was torn down will soon be assigned by a coalition of civil rights groups. They plan to erect a larger sign promoting racial diversity. The new sign will be standing alone for a while because it'll take weeks to replace the Klan sign.
Kansas City police are investigating a case of abduction and sexual assault. A woman tells officers that 2 men held her hostage in a house in the 5500 block of Brooklyn after she accepted a ride from them. She says they beat and sexually assaulted her for days. Police questioned 2 men. 1 has been released. No charges have yet been filed. Kansas City police also looking for the person who shot a man around noon today. The victim was shot in the head but managed to make it to a house to get help. He is expected to survive his wound. Also, some new information about a Lawrence police officer who hit a cyclist with his Jeep after drinking at a downtown bar. Officer Micah Stegall will keep his job. He was sentenced to 2 years unsupervised probation and fined $200. City policy allows officers with misdemeanor convictions to keep their jobs.
A bold robbery at high noon in South Kansas City today. Take a look at the security video from the IGA store at 8232 Bannister Road. 3 men, well armed, walked into the store and took control of it. They took cash and fired off some shots in the process. They finally ran from the store without hurting anyone. If you recognize any of these suspects, please call the TIPS hotline at 816-474-TIPS. The president of the now-defunct Monticello University finally goes to court to face a lawsuit by the state of Kansas. Leslie Snell is accused of misleading students by promising accredited degrees. Snell, acting as his own attorney, denies violating the Consumer Protection Act. A judge set a pre-trial hearing for April.
Wrapping the Christmas gift, a hilarious lesson of right versus wrong.
It'll soon be time to get rid of your Christmas tree. A warning from the fire department before you do.
Something showing up on Pinpoint 9 Doppler radar, and it's not Santa Claus. That's tomorrow night. The forecast and First Alert weather.
And imagine no more asthma inhalers. A new drug approved today may make them obsolete.
From KMBC-9 News, coverage you can count on. Laurie Everett, Larry Moore, Kelly Eckerman with Health Watch, meteorologist Bryan Busby, and sports with Len Dawson. You're watching KMBC-9 News at 6. closed captioning provided by Kansas City Power and Light, who remind you that there's a little Kansas City in all of us.
Brian, what does it mean when there's a halo around the moon?
Brian, what causes the leaves to change color in the fall?
Hi, Brian. Can you tell me when the wettest month of the year is?
Brian, what causes such powerful winds? You can get answers to all these questions in my 2000 weather calendar. It also includes interesting weather facts and a weather emergency list for your family. You can buy your weather calendar at any local Price Chopper. Proceeds benefit the Dream Factory.
When you're ready for a change, check out the 99 Intrigue by Oldsmobile. Right now, you can get $2,500 cash back on the 99 Intrigue and great offers on every other Oldsmobile. At your local Oldsmobile dealer. Start something.
It's time to feel good, Kansas City. St. Luke's Shawnee Mission Health System offers quality maternity services at convenient locations throughout the metro area.
St. Luke South is part of the St. Luke Shawnee Mission Health System, so we have a network of resources to completely care for the family. We believe that it's really important to have a positive experience in your labor and delivery. It's something that you remember, for the rest of your life.
To learn more, call Ask a Nurse.
Let me tell you about this supernatural sense of smell I have. It's telling me I can get 5 roast beef sandwiches for only $5.55. Dig that slow roasted aroma. That's horse's sauce. No, wait, that's Arby's sauce. Any way you dress them up, you get 5 sweet smelling sandwiches for only $5.55. And I understand they look pretty good, too.
You can go anywhere and get filled up, but you can only get the 5 for $5.55 deal at Arby's.
An early warning tonight from the Kansas City Fire Marshal. Be careful disposing of your Christmas tree. Recycling is the best way to get rid of your tree, but you should never burn your tree. Putting it in the fireplace is a bad idea because Christmas trees contain oils that burn very hot and extremely fast. The fire may quickly leave the fireplace and move into the room. The tree should be removed from your home just as soon as possible after Christmas or once it becomes dry.
A new drug promises to play a significant role in fighting allergic asthma. It's called anti-IgE, an experimental drug that allows some patients to reduce or eliminate the use of oral or inhaled steroid treatments. Anti-IgE removes antibodies that cause allergic symptoms from the body. The Food and Drug Administration approves a new growth hormone for children affected with a growth disorder. Nutripin Depot will be given once or twice a month by injection. Some 20,000 American children have a growth disorder that affects the production of muscle protein and breakdown of fats.
Kansas City-based Hallmark Cards begins a new line of cards aimed at the Hispanic community. Most of the cards will be in Spanish with English translations on the back. Some 300 styles will be available. The company is trying to capitalize on the growing impact of the Latino culture.
A week ago, he was in a coma. Today, he got married. The story coming up.
And Bob Worley tries to show us how to wrap a Christmas present, or actually more likely how not to wrap a gift. You won't want to miss that coming up. And a little warm-up today. Nice.
A little warm-up above freezing, which is pretty nice, and things are starting to show up a little bit on the radar that we'll show you in just one second. This is from Dillon, Colorado, of all places. A beautiful sunny morning after the snow. Dean Corbin, thanks for that. 39 and 16 the extremes in the almanac. We'll check the radar after this.
December 31st, beginning at 4:50 a.m. Eastern Time, for 24 continuous hours, ABC brings you the single most ambitious live television event in history. Watching every midnight as they arrive. All day, the world's greatest performers celebrate with the world. ABC 2000, December 31st.
The best thing is the selection.
The best thing is half price.
Selection.
Price.
You're fired.
You're fat.
Oh.
The Shoe Carnival Holiday Sale. Great selection, great price. Get in the spirit.
Just one more reason we work hard to keep the power flowing in Kansas City. Because when you're working for your friends and neighbors, you work a little harder.
Individually, they are standouts in their respective classes. Collectively, they paint a portrait of daring and innovation, characteristics that produce groundbreaking vehicles like Dodge Caravan. Right now, you can get a cash allowance of $12.50 on the most innovative, most imitated, most trusted, and best-selling minivan ever. If you're ready to move in a different direction, get to the Dodge year-end event.
Play it hot. Play it cool. Play it any way you like. Osco's no regrets guarantee makes it easy to choose from all our famous brands. Fashionable colors, sassy shines, and sizzling shimmers. Because if your choice isn't perfect, bring it back to Osco, and we'll make it right. Beautiful. Come play at Osco.
Some line, huh?
And that's some sweater. But did you know you can get the same top-quality name brand sweater at the half-price stores for a lot less every day? Same brand, same quality. It's the same thing!
Now shop online at halfpricestores.com. You'll find big savings, up to 50% less every day, on the same top-quality name brands you'd find at the mall. The easiest way to shop for the holidays. halfpricestores.com. Brands for less, a lot less.
Chances are many of you have just finished wrapping Christmas presents or are about to.
Bob Worley shows us how, or just as importantly, how not to do that annual chore.
This is Ann Luchin, a professional gift wrapper at Ward Parkway Center. I don't need her. I'm going to wrap my own gift, while Ann gives you folks a few tips on wrapping Christmas presents.
Just take your roll of paper and wrap it around there till you get about even, and then you cut it.
Measure schmeasure. This looks good. Okay, here we go with this. Perfect. Well, it's going to be a little short. That'll have to be the bottom.
Then I'll fold the edges in up here. When you fold it in that way, it makes a nicer looking wrap package. I'm going to push my corners in to get a nice crisp edge.
Just like tucking in the sheets of the bed. I learned this in the Army.
Put a piece of tape on it so it doesn't move. I like to crisp my edges. And use one of my pre-made bows.
Couldn't have tied it better myself. Well, I think this looks pretty good, finished product. What do you think?
I'm glad it's not my package.
I think I'll put this on the tree right now.
Well, actually, the bow did turn out well. You did have a little problem on the back there, but as they say, it is the thought that counts.
That's true. That's very true. The good news is, though, that money from the gift wrapping at Ward Parkway Center goes to charities supported by the Phi Tau Omega sorority. Looks like some of my packages.
It's lovely paper.
Oh, it is. But the surprise is given away. It's like, oh, where's this from? There we go.
I wonder what's in there.
Speaking of Christmases, surprises, every once in a while we get them, and the last 4 or 5 years have been pretty mundane here in Kansas City, with one exception, looking for the old white Christmas past. We go back to 94 through last year. 24, the coldest back in 1996. Then a chance of snow in 33, and a normal, if you will, Christmas just last year with a high of 38 degrees. We're going to be a little warmer than that this year, probably, to talk about Christmas of 99, City View camera on top of downtown Marriott. We're starting to see a little bit more cloud cover, and I'll show you why on Pinpoint 9 Doppler in just 1 second. 42 degrees, 75% humidity, so it looks like the atmosphere is filling up with moisture a little bit, and southwest winds fueling on the next low pressure area that's heading down toward us. Now, at the 5 o'clock newscast, I was talking about the low still drifting in the northwest flow, but you can see on Pinpoint 9 Doppler radar close to Nottoway County, there seems to be a little light precipitation, but with temperatures so far above freezing, it may be light drizzle, light rain more so than snow. We'll still track it and see if it is going to affect Kansas City later on tonight. Weather watchers from across the entire area, 31 at Bethany, so it may be snow if it makes it to Bethany. 36 to Kramer and Kearney, 37 down toward Lone Jack and Chanute, warmer at 46 degrees. A few breaks in the overcast cloud scan. This is the same situation. Low pressure areas moving from Alberta down through the Dakotas and then down toward Kansas City. We don't have to worry about snow, of course, down toward Wichita or Springfield. We don't even really have to worry about much in the way of clearer skies tonight, unfortunately, until this moves closer to us. This is a big area, high pressure. That means fair skies, light winds. But we're on the other side with the storminess. This unsettled weather pattern begins to move a little farther toward the Great Lakes area, and the better chances of snow will be over eastern parts of Iowa, the extreme northern parts of Illinois. So if you're expecting people flying in from O'Hare, it may be slow going because of the extra security, too, and the weather, and also going up toward, I would say, Minneapolis as well as Milwaukee. Back toward us, we're going to see milder conditions moving in as the winds turn more to the southwest. The chilly air will try to make it here on Friday, but it won't last long as things start to heat up as that warmer high-pressure dome moves overhead. For this evening, then, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies, a slight chance of maybe a flurry or two, 29 the evening temperature, southwest winds at 10 to 15. Then we'll drop down to about 21 degrees overnight, mostly cloudy skies, and the winds turn to the northwest behind that low-pressure area. Now, how about Christmas 99? Well, it looks like 51 for a high, 53 on Sunday, cooling down a little bit on Monday and Tuesday, back into the 40s. But remember, we've been kind of cold recently, so this is kind of welcome relief. At least a different sort of weather situation for some folks who maybe don't like it so cold.
It was a little bit on the chilly side for me.
This morning, yes, until the sun came out?
Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. Well, with the cold weather we've had, the ice skating season in Kansas City is getting in full stride. We found these skaters at the Crown Center's skating rink today. And if you haven't hit the ice yet, starting January 1st, the rink will be open 7 days a week until the season ends in March. So more time to enjoy the ice.
Are you looking for your grades from KU? They're on the way through the internet. That story at 10.
Coming up at 6, he was in a coma for weeks, but today he is tying the knot. A miracle at Christmas time coming up.
I'm Staff Sergeant Gary Collins. I'd like to say hello to my wife, Cassie, my kids, Landry and Taylor, in Fort Riley, Kansas. I'll be home from Camp McGovern, Bosnia as soon as I can. Happy holidays.
Weather has been brought to you by Health Midwest, your complete family of healthcare services.
Some things have a way of changing your whole outlook. The Chrysler year-end event could be what does it for you. Because now you can get up to $2,250 in total values when you drive a new Town and Country. So get to the Chrysler year-end event and see what a profound influence it can have on you.
This supernatural sense of smell I have is telling me I can get 5 Arby's roast beef sandwiches for only $5.55. And I understand they look pretty good, too.
Your child's success in the future depends on what you do today. Over 85% of tomorrow's jobs require some type of higher education. The Missouri Saving for Tuition program, MOST, is the newest and easiest way to help you start saving. While your investment grows, you receive a state tax deduction for the amount you contribute to the program, up to $8,000 each year. Call toll-free or visit our website and make the most of your child's future.
Hey, Steve. Yeah, I'm busting out.
What do you mean?
I'm climbing the walls, man. I can't eat this food one more day.
Me either.
I got a plan. Are you in?
Yeah.
I got a car waiting outside. Let's go.
At Old Country Buffet, lunch is everything from soup and salad to pasta and chicken. With over 60 items to choose from, it's never the same old thing.
I'm never going back there. 1:45. Oh, okay.
Getting a new car is a kick, but there are questions. Should I get this option? Can I afford that option? Will I hate myself for not getting this option? Do I even have an option? Introducing the Civic Value Package Sedan. Complete with a keyless entry system, air conditioning, automatic transmission, a CD player, and more. Isn't life wonderful when the options aren't extra?
Sunday at Kingdom Seattle with a chance to clinch the division. Elvis Gerbach will start in a building in which he's never won. Of course, it's a short list. Gerbach's only start there came last November. A 24-12 defeat that was part of the Chiefs' unraveling in his 6-game skid. Intercepted twice with no touchdowns. The combination crowd under dome presents problems.
For me, no. No, obviously the speed of the game is a little quicker for everybody else, and with the crowd noise, it's going to be a factor. But throwing the ball inside or out, it really doesn't matter. We've gone into some hostile environments and won some big games and really put ourselves in a position to be a part of the, the AFC West and really, win it.
The positive spin, the Chiefs have won 6 out of the past 8 games at the Kingdome. A football escape for the K-State team. 6 days in front of the Holiday Bowl with Washington. Instead of practice, the Cats played laser tag and went to SeaWorld. Soon enough, K-State will focus on a Washington team that won 7 games, is unrated, and led by junior quarterback Marcus Tsui Asasopo, who can do it all.
He's the type of guy that can step up in a pocket and check things out and then run for 20, and I think he's, obviously that's, pretty evident when he runs for 200 yards and throws for 300 in a game this season. And I don't care who you're playing, if you're playing the Munger Nuns or who the hell you're playing. If you do that, that's pretty damn impressive.
Marcus Tsui Asasopo. K-State's ticket allotment is $11,500. They've sold nearly 6,000 through the school ticket office. College basketball, KU players are heading home for the holidays. Following last night's win against Princeton, Jayhawk head coach Roy Williams granted team members a 4-day weekend pass. And with most players living out of state, the time off is much appreciated.
The next 4 days are going to be unbelievable now that we've got a good win and we get to go back with a good feeling and stuff, and instead of having a loss.
I'm looking forward to go home a lot, just to kind of relax for days and not have to do anything, at all.
Very good to get a victory, basically good, so practice won't be as hard when we get back.
Jayhawks return to action a week from tonight against St. Louis. That game is at Kemper. Former Kansas City boxer Tommy Morrison in a Fayetteville, Arkansas hospital tonight. Recently, Tommy's attorney said that he noticed drastic changes in his mental and physical conditions. The concern is Morrison's HIV case developed into full-blown AIDS and that he quit taking his medicine. He will be tested. Tommy had been in jail without bond since Tuesday, facing drug and weapon charges. Continuing controversy over the comments of Atlanta closer John Rocker, quoted in Sports Illustrated, among the many mindless remarks, saying that he doesn't like all of the foreigners in New York, and how the heck did they get in this country? Many across the country are calling for Rocker to be cut or quit. What he said was bad for all of baseball.
When he makes remarks like that, it's sad to me because, I think about the era in which Jackie Robinson came along. He fought so hard for everybody to go out there and play this game, what we call the American game.
Bad pub this week with Orlando Brown throwing the ref down and Rocker's comments.
Wow. Thank you, Dave. Well, tonight at 10 o'clock, a heartwarming story about one family's struggle to stay together, bonding. And although it's not showing, grab your skis and get ready to hit the slopes because we'll take you along as KMBC9's Jeremy Hubbard visits this man-made winter wonderland. All tonight at 10 o'clock.
And finally at 6 o'clock, earlier this week, we introduced you to a couple and their remarkable experience.
Today, they took it to another level.
Eddie.
With this ring,
I
pledge my love,
and
life.
It's a wedding day some said would never happen. Last month, 60-year-old Eddie Thomas was rushed to Truman Medical Center in a diabetic coma with pneumonia. Doctors said he probably wouldn't make it.
Well, last week he woke up and proved them all wrong. Today he said I do to his longtime girlfriend in a ceremony at the hospital.
I never gave up. And I didn't give up and see what I got.
Eddie's still in the hospital, but his new bride says as soon as he's able to come home, he'll be...
KMBC9 First News is Kansas City's first choice for morning news. Get all the news that happened overnight and live coverage of breaking news as it happens. Plus, with weather and traffic on the 9s. Every 10 minutes, Joel Nichols has your daily forecast and live First News traffic reports. Pinpoint trouble spots that can slow your morning commute. All the information you need to help you plan your day ahead. 4 solid hours of news in the morning, starting at 5 a.m. Only on KMBC9 First News. Coverage you can count on.
Time of year seems like you just can't win. The shopping, the traffic, the weather. It's like this endless game. But now when you make your money count with a new Chevy car or truck, everyone wins. Like the Chevy S10 with available survival pack, air, automatic, CD, and aluminum wheels. Over $1,300 in savings. Plus, get huge cash back or low APR financing. It's a great time to make your money count with Chevrolet. It's your turn to win.
Hello, I'm Dale Oyer with a great opportunity to beautify your home and get rid of those ugly, energy-robbing windows. With every complete ABC seamless siding installation, we'll replace 4 of your old windows with a double-pane, tilt-in, maintenance-free thermal windows free. Never paint your home again and solve your window problem. Call now for a free estimate, 561-0000. 4 free thermal windows from ABC. That's 561-0000. It's as easy as ABC.
Something big is terrorizing towns all across America. Hardee's Monster Burger. 2 beef patties, 3 slices of cheese, and 4 strips of bacon.
We got a situation here. I need tanks, artillery, tear gas.
Stop, it's just a burger. It can't hurt anybody.
Good point.
And it's not alone. Hardee's Monster Roast Beef. Lots of cheese, bacon, and roast beef piled real high. The Monster Burger and Monster Roast Beef only at Hardee's.
No matter how big the job, if you want to get it done right, you're going to need some extra muscle. So get all the power you can.
Good thing there's the Chevy Make Your Money Count year-end event, where you'll find Chevy Silverado, the truck, with the most powerful V8 of any 4x4 pickup. More than Ford, more than Dodge. And right now, you can get low 3.9% APR financing. So power up during the Chevy Make Your Money Count year-end event. It's your turn to win.